Hi, this is Emma from Zelch Family Homestead, and this morning thought I'd do a porch talk from the farm stand. Not a great morning, but every day is a blessing from God. This morning I laid out my black dress, totally black dress. I don't really care for that dress. That is my funeral dress, my go to the viewing dress. So it's never a happy occasion when you get out that dress. So that is my least favorite dress. Not a close family member, a friend. But still, you go and you pay your respects, as you should. That's not the easiest thing to do either. But, you know, if we want people to remember us and think of us well, if we want, you know, on our time, if we want people to be there for our family, we have to be there for theirs. So that's my thinking. It's not a matter of showing up to say, hey, I'm here, or everybody see me, or God see I'm here. No. It's a matter of letting the family know that you're there for them. If they need something, all they have to do is call. Yeah. Death is such a hard thing for us to think about at times, especially as we start getting older, I guess. I don't know. I've always been kind of close to it myself because when Mom died when I was little, like 6. I don't know. I don't remember much about early years at all. So I'm assuming that with her battle with cancer, I saw enough of her suffering that I just shut it out. And that's okay with me. That's all right. I don't need to remember. If it was something I was supposed to remember, I probably would. All I know is I'm sure she loved me and took care of me as best she could. So I strive to be a good mother, a good grandmother. Dad died when I was 15. Another trying age. You know, you're just kind of coming into your own, how you're going to turn out to be, I think. So that was harder for me. Just because I knew, I was aware and would know that I would miss him. Yeah, that was a hard age. Just cry. Now, when I'm at a funeral, I'm pretty good about holding things together. Seldom shed a tear. I don't know how I said that. Seems like a Monday morning for me, but anyway, it's a Saturday morning. Like I was saying, seldom do I cry at funerals. It seems kind of odd to me, but the way I figure it, there's not much that we can do. We can miss them, we can mourn them. Sometimes I cry later, but at a funeral, somebody kind of needs to hold things together. So I think I've turned into that person who can do that. If I cry, it's just on like any given day that I'm worried about something. You ever do that? You just get so worried, so, I don't know, the what ifs in life. Sometimes those are harder for me. What if Clyde doesn't come home? I should say, bye, I love you. I try to do that every time he leaves. You know, I think of silly things like that. So anyway, enough of that. I think Clyde always tells me, now listen to this. He tells us at church that death, in his opinion, is nothing more than closing one door and opening another. So, if we try good to be Christian, try to live our faith and live the right way, we'll be with God. So we shouldn't be afraid to open that door. I don't think we want to open that door any too quickly. Now, I've heard lots of people driving by. I've heard people say, oh, I can't wait to get to heaven. No, I can wait. It'll be there. That's an eternity. Enjoy today. Enjoy the blessings that we have. But don't be in a hurry to open that door. Just enjoy your day. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. I'm sitting down here at the farm stand, watching the birds. These silly birds. They are building nests in my farm stand, up in the roof. So we went and got, let's see if you can see him. See my owl? We went and got some of those. We will see if that helps. I don't know, so far not. I think he needs to be up higher. So we'll see how that goes. But you'll be able to hear them in the background. That'll be the flutter that you hear. Anyway, that little black dress is just not my favorite. Each morning, I think that's my favorite. Each morning that I get to spend a little quiet time with God, have a little cup of coffee, got it right here. That's my moment. That's what I truly enjoy. Absolutely. I know that we have to have all the other moments. There's so many things. Each day is filled with good or bad. And I think that we can make that better or worse by our thoughts and by our actions. Today will be a busy, busy day. Tomorrow is church. So around here, we sweep the church. We get the summer kitchen ready. We get a fire ready in the wood cook stove. We get all the things for the potluck that I'm gonna make. We get that all ready or going. Sometimes I'll have it done to where we can just warm up. And those are nice days to where I can just warm things up rather than start cooking from scratch so early in the morning. But nobody ever goes hungry. Everybody brings something, and you know, there's always plenty of food. I don't know. I'm just wondering about life. That little black dress, it just does something to me. Each time I have to get that off the hanger, lay that out, get that ready. It makes you wonder, have I done enough with my life? I don't know, have I? That is a good question. What more can I do? At 58, almost 59, what more can I do? with 19 grandchildren now? How much time do I have to do things to help people? So I don't think it's going to be some grand, time-consuming thing if I'm wanting to do more. But it could be nothing more than, seeing somebody hungry, feed them. Seeing somebody, low on groceries, take them shopping. I don't know that I am a firm believer in just handing people things. I just don't know. I don't know. We had that meeting earlier this week, and it was with the ministers and the chaplains, and it went very well. But it kind of seemed like a lot of the discussion was how they give people things, how people come to them when they need food. Okay, go buy them some groceries. Go shopping with them maybe. See what they really need. They were talking about providing gas for them. Maybe sometimes people need that. But if they have a car, they have insurance, they have license plates, they have taxes that they've paid. Now, I know all of these things add up to a lot of money, but it really isn't any more than you have to do. So, uh-oh, I messed up my phone. Sorry. I don't know. Maybe help people when they really need help. But if we continue in this country to just give and give and give, we won't have anything left. And I don't think that it makes him a more productive citizen. I don't know that it makes that person better, because you didn't teach them. You didn't train them in anything. Kind of goes back to my split pea soup and my dried beans. If you hand someone a package of dried beans or split peas and say, here you go, this will feed you for the week or several days, and they don't know how to cook it, that's not going to feed them. That's probably going to end up in the trash can. Not because they're, I don't know. It has directions on it, but it's still probably not going to get fixed. We have to take this country and kind of return it to Grandma and Grandpa's time. I think we just have to. If we do that, if we're strong enough to do that, I don't mean don't help people. Grandma and Grandpa helped a lot of people. But I don't think Grandma and Grandpa was one to kind of pull the wool over their eyes. And I kind of think that's what some people think it's okay to do now. I've had people, they see my bonnet, and some people go, God bless you. And you know what? That warms my heart. If only that one time through that day they thought of God and went, God bless you, I did something. I had them think of God. What a wonderful thing. What better thing could I do today than make someone in their own life, in their own mind, think of God? I can't think of anything better. I certainly can't. I am not one to go around preaching. I do more of it on here. So if you get tired of that, fast forward through that part. That's okay. That's all right. Most people don't like to be preached at. They don't like to be, Jesus every other word. God will save you. God's coming. Revelation's being fulfilled. They don't like to hear that all the time. They just don't. That's okay. That's all right. You don't have to have religion thrown in your face. You just don't. I hope that you have it in your heart. If I can help, if I can help get that in your heart, that would be wonderful. I'm trying to think of what Jim Carr used to say at church. Now, he was this old logger guy. You know what a logger is? They cut down logs. They cut down trees. He was a logger. They're pretty rough characters for the most part. They really are. And I think he was right there with the best of them in his rough times as a young man. But as he got older, he found God. And he was very open about it. He would tell you, I used to be so bad, and I found God. And if we can save one soul right here in this little church, he used to say, we've done it. That's what we're here for. Something like that. One of the guys will see this and they'll say, that's not exactly what he said. Here's what he said. Well, they're not here to tell me exactly what he said, so I'm just kind of going on memory. But I thought the world of Jim Carr. Now, I didn't know him when he was in his rougher stages. But I did know him when he came to church. I did know him then. And he would make you feel so good. He would make you feel like God is out there. God is taking care of us. Yeah. Now, I don't think God just takes care of you and doesn't expect you to do anything in return. Not for one moment, I don't believe that. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I think God gives us 2 eyes, 2 ears, hands, feet, a working body. Now, not everybody has that. Help them. If there's somebody that can't do things like you can, help them. Absolutely. But while we're able to, get up and do something. Remember me telling you to get up and quit watching TV? Did you do it? I don't know. Sometimes that's hard. It's much easier to sit in the recliner, sit in the easy chair, and say, I'm tired. I worked all week. Now it's a weekend. I'm just going to sit here. But you know what? There's still things that need to be done. Yep. There's grass to mow. There's children or grandchildren to take care of. These things happen every day, You need to do things every day, weekend or not. Maybe animals to feed, plants to water. When you got all that taken care of, fine, Danny, sit in that recliner. Have at it. Have a heyday. But keep active. Just keep active. It will keep you healthier. Death is what I started this video on. And we are getting older. We're not 20. but we're not 80. So we're somewhere in between there. We have to try to be healthier. I've been trying to lose weight lately. Not an easy thing to do. Especially at 59. After you've had a hysterectomy. Had lots of problems. So, taking it slow. But if I don't get up and move, it ain't coming off. It's as simple as that. Do I want to die early? No. I want every day that God will give me. Yep. I want to be here for the grandkids. Absolutely I do. So I've been trying to walk more. Yep, I've been trying to walk more. That's harder when you're overweight, but a little bit at a time. That's okay. I don't seem to have a lot of the other health problems that a lot of people do our age, which is good. One of the kids come in yesterday and he says, oh, I had washed my hair. So I had it down. And he says, Mom, you don't have hardly any gray. Nope. Your dad got it all. Pretty well, because he's really turning gray now. I've read that it's a sign of aging, you know. The colors are just kind of leaving. It's showing that you're in a later stage of life. That's okay. But he's a year younger than me. So I'm doing what I can to try and keep him healthy. We all just live our life and try to be as healthy as you can. What are you doing to try to be healthy? I'm trying to limit my coffee now. That's hard for me. I'm a coffee drinker. I like to drink coffee all day long. Now they say coffee's good for you, but only to a certain point. So I'm trying to limit myself to 3 cups of coffee a day and put more milk in it to where it's not as harsh. So that's just my personal preference at the moment. So that's okay, that works for me. Are there things that you're doing for your health? I'm walking, eating better, and I am losing weight. And not a lot, but it ain't coming off quickly. And that's okay. It didn't get on there quickly, so it's not gonna come off quickly. I'm not hung up on it. I'm not one of these that's gonna starve myself or make yucky food just because I think I won't eat it if it doesn't taste good. No. Just slowly, you know. But I'm happy for today. I got this morning. I hope I get more mornings. But I'm not too worried about it. I'm not fretting over it. I'm not spending my whole day worrying about things like that. Just a little black dress. Just makes you think. Makes you wonder about things. These birds kind of drive me crazy with my little farm stand because they're building nests up there. And I know that's part of life. And they're bringing new little birds into the world and blah, blah, blah. But they're also tearing up my insulation. So I don't know that I like that. I like them, and I like them building nests, but not in the farm stand. So we're going to have to see what we can do about that. Death is a part of life, which is what I tell people. It is a part of life. that we all must face at one point or another, whether it's through family or friends, acquaintances, people you didn't even know. You just hear, oh, such and such passed away. Your first thing is, how did they die? You find that out. And then, I don't even know that that should be so important. Maybe to learn from. Maybe that. Kind of keep track of how many people die of things. There's so many more cancers right now. When I was little and Mom died of cancer, very seldom did you hear it. There wasn't hardly anybody around here that died of cancer. Now there's so many. Just so many. It's amazing. Childhood cancer. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. I understand our way of eating, our way of life. Kind of promotes our health. But a child, what have they, how much could they have done? A little 2-year-old, how much could they have done? So I don't know. God has a plan. We had a grandson. He lived 3 years. He was born with many, many problems. We were glad to have had him for the 3 years, but sure wish we would have had him longer. Yes, absolutely. I believe he would be turning 18. It's quite a while ago, but I can talk about him without tearing up all the time right now. I might do it later. Yeah. I think things shape you into who you are or who you're going to become. I think that I was given 6 years with my mother so that she could shape me into who I was going to be. I think I was given 15 years with Dad so that he could teach me some of the things I need to know. One of the silly things. I think about him every time I get into a vehicle. Because he used to say, don't go anywhere without checking your tires first. Don't buy a car without a cigarette lighter working. I don't even know. Do they make cigarette lighters in cars anymore? That was a few years ago. So that's kind of funny. I can think about things like that. But my dad, he used to stand there. Used to drive me crazy, really. He would stand there and just look out the window. Just be looking. Not saying a word. Just looking. Kind of like in a daze. And I used to think, wow, that's boring. What a boring life you have. You go to work, you eat, you sleep, you look out the window, or you stare at the campfire. We used to have campfires in the driveway. That was fun. I understand it now. I get it. I get it. He was taking it all in. He was thinking. He was reminiscing. I get it. I didn't get it at 15. So, I did a video on stop and smell the roses. Just slow down. Have you done that? Are you taking any advice? Listen to them birds. They're just lovely. I might be mad at them about my farm stand, building nests in my farm stand, but I love listening to them. So I wouldn't chase them off for the world. I just don't want them in my farm stand. I think today you can take away from this video that death is a part of life that we all must face. You face it with the knowledge that God will be there for you. That you've tried to live a good life. Tried to help people as they need it. Now, I'm Christian. Not everyone's Christian. I know we're supposed to totally try to change people into being Christian. I think you do that more by your deeds and your acts than you do by preaching at them and telling them they're wrong. It's like if you were cooking a recipe for supper and your husband brought, or your wife brought, whoever cooks, brought somebody home for dinner. And they come into your kitchen and they said, "Oh, you're doing that all wrong. That's going to be terrible. It's not going to turn out at all. You're going to end up throwing that away." And you say, "You know how many times I made this? This is my recipe and my kitchen. You can just scoot and skedaddle and I'll call you when it's time to eat." Or that's probably what I tell them. So, I don't know. Maybe you're nicer than me. I don't know. I try to be nice, but I think that would upset me. So I think just like that, if you're telling somebody you are totally wrong, you're going to go to hell, oh, you're going to turn that person off. Don't do that. Or at least I wouldn't do that. You know? Kindness. Deeds. Works. You know? See this sign behind me? It says baked pies. Oops. I'm not good with this camera. Fresh baked pies and bakery. So this is for my bakery. Okay. Bake him a pie. Take it over to him. You know, do different things. Show them love. You could invite them to church. You could do that. You could even be the kind of person that's just like Jesus every other word. But I just have seen over my lifetime that people that are like that, it seems to turn more people off than it draws them into the church. So I would rather try to be a better example. Yes. Yeah. Try to live a good life. You're still going to mess up. We're all going to mess up. We're all going to do stupid, silly things once in a while. You know, what you do when you're 15, 18, 25 is not going to be the same as when you're 45 or 50 or 60 or 80. So, but get right with God. Yeah, just get right with God. Talk to him. Talk to him on your own terms. I like talking to him right here. Right from this porch, looking out at the pond. This owl here. I don't know. Don't know if I like the owl sitting there either. He's kind of staring at me. But get right with God. You know, if you do that today, if you don't wake up tomorrow, it's okay. It'll be fine. You'll be with God. But if you're not right with God, start trying. Start asking for his forgiveness. start working with your family. You know, not everyone, like I said, not everyone is Christian. So, little bits by little bits, maybe they'll come around. You know, try your best. Try your best, and God will know it's your best. So, just think of that little black dress and that viewing that we have coming up. I don't really care for viewings, but it is part of our works, I think, to help families when someone passes. If they need something, yeah, you should be right there for them. Try that. What can I do for you? Is there something that I can do for you? Is there something that you need? And you don't have to call me today, you know? I tell them, you know, if there's something that comes up, give us a call. You know, we'll help if we can. So I want you to take away from this that God is good. Life is good. We have to make an effort to live the best life that we can live. Some of us are dealt good hands and some are not. You kind of make your life how you want it. You know, if you grew up in a poor situation, change it. Don't let your children grow up that way. If you grew up in a good situation, share it. You know, open your doors and say, here, come have supper with us. Now, I'm not saying feed everybody all the time. You couldn't do that. That's not sustainable. What I'm saying is share a little. Share a little. Don't give everything away. Share a little. Now, I don't know. That might have just perked up somebody's ears. Don't give everything away. Because, what was it? You're supposed to give everything away and follow Jesus. That's what he told the disciples. Right? Follow me. They took nothing with them. Yeah. I don't know. If Jesus was here right now on this porch with me and he said, give up everything, give it away, sell it, and follow me, I'd have to be really convinced it was Jesus. So I'm sure he did so many miracles that it made them believe. Today's day and time, I think that would be really hard to do. We're kind of materialistic. I kind of like my bench I'm sitting on right here. But it wouldn't change the world if I didn't have it. I'd sit on something, you know. We try to not be so materialistic and so entangled in gaining things, getting things, wanting things. I try my best not to go to people's houses that are like mansions. You know why? I don't want that. I want to be happy for them. If that's what they want, fine, more power to them. I'm glad they're happy. But I am content. I am happy. We live in a little one-bedroom cabin. Has a loft that the kids used to sleep in. But it's small. But I'm content. And I like being content. Yes, I do. Are you content with your life? Are there things that you need to change? I need to change my stress levels. I do need to change that. I'm working on that. 19 grandkids, that's hard to do. Normally I have somebody over, quite a few somebodies every day. So occasionally now I'm saying, no, can't do it today. I got to get certain things done. But, oh, it kind of bothers me. But I do have things I have to get done. I am trying to really get this farm stand, this lovely, lovely, lovely farm stand going. Because I can see the writing on the wall that we're getting older. We have to stop depending so much on Clyde welding. You know, he's wearing glasses for reading now. And so, you know, he's getting older. He's not going to be able to weld forever. I am just trying to make a go of this. So, oh, here comes Jacob and Lily. I'm sure they're going to be working on something today down here. And we'll just see how the day goes here. I will get going. And just remember, get up, get going, get moving. Remember, today is good. God is good. And I will talk to you another day.